Hi everyone, Tangerine here. And I was thinking that it's the holiday season, and a lot of you guys are getting, a lot of my family and friends are getting Civ 6 as for Christmas. And so I thought it was a good time to make a video, some videos about some basic mechanics about Civ instead of just telling people individually one at a time. And yeah, it's just to get people started because there's a lot of intricate details in this game. So in this video, I'm going to be covering tile yields. So I think it's very non-intuitive when you enter the game to understand, how are you actually getting the food into production and the culture and the science that you're getting. And that is mostly from, the tile. From the beginning, it's a lot from the tiles that you're making. So let's take a look. So in the beginning of every game, you should click this button right here, Map Options. Then you click Show Yield Items. Yield icons. This is really important because it tells you this is how you can actually see what all the tiles are giving you. So without further ado, let's just settle in place. I'm playing on Legendary Start so because I can see more things, but that's pretty much it. I'm going to doesn't matter. Okay, so the first thing about tiles is tiles. When you have a city, when you found your city, you are working some tiles. And what tiles are you working? You are always working. I don't want to work that. You will always be working your city tile, which is right here, and you also get to be working some other tiles around you. So whenever you work a tile, you're getting that growth. So right now we are getting where does it show our thing? We're getting 2.2 food per turn, and this 2 food per turn, actually here it's 4 food per turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's where we're getting food from. We're also also take a look at our production. Where does it show our production? Somewhere here. Okay, so we're making about 3 production a turn. So these values are the ones that contribute to, here we have 2.8 science, we have 1.4 culture. And these are the things that increase your values, and you can use your values to purchase things or get technologies or do whatever, all kinds of cool stuff. So what gives a tile the value that it has? So the answer to that is it is built up additively in this game. There are things called base values. So here we have a grassland. Grassland gives you 2 food, and food is used to grow your population. And when you have higher population, you can work more tiles. Here we have a desert. Desert gives you nothing. Not a very good tile in the early game. Here we have grassland. A single grassland with nothing on it, absolutely nothing on it, has only 1 food and 1 production. In general, what things are better? Usually production is better, especially in the early-ish mid-game. But food is also really important. Let's go into why things. So for example, this tile, why does it have 2 food and 1 production, but this food tile have only 2 food? And that's because this tile has a forest. So when it has this extra feature to it, then it gains these resources. There are no resources that decrease any tile values, always increasing. So this one will have 2 food, 1 production. This tile is so it's 2 from the grassland and plus 1 from the forest. This tile has 2 food and 1 production as well, but it's actually the food is from the rainforest. So it's kind of hard to tell when looking at it, but this is a rainforest, this is a forest. Rainforests have, these all have evergreen trees, and these have jungly looking things. So rainforest, yeah. And then hills, this tile, it's on a plain, it gives 1 food, 1 production, and the hill boosts up to 1 food and 2 production. One common thing that people refer to these as are a number. So this is a 1, 2, 0. Usually you just say 1, 2 tile, where the first number is always food, the second number is always production, third number is gold, and everything else just that's just bonus. You just say I don't know, this is a 1, 0, 3 tile. You might find a tile that's 2 food tile with 1 science. That's what some people call them. This tile here, you have plains with a jungle and a hill. So this is a good tile. It has 2 production and 2 food, which is really nice. Now, bonus resources are another way. No, not bonus resources. Resources are another way that. Oh, I forgot. This is a marsh. Marsh just gives one extra food. Um, bonus tiles or or resources such as cow, horses, deer, spices, cotton, stone. These are strategic resources, luxury resources, and bonus resources. All of these are just they stack. You'll never have two resources on the same tile. You can only have the most you can have is a resource, a forest, and some kind of on a hill. So for example, the best tile in the game for the early game is jungle spices on a hill. Those are the best tiles. That will give you 4 food and 2 production on turn 1, and that's like insane, especially if it's in if it's on plains. If it's on a plane, or I think certain resources only spawn in certain type of tiles. For example, I think cows and sheep don't spawn in forests ever, but they can spawn in hills, which is nice. Some things can only spawn on flatlands, some things can only spawn in forests, some things can only spawn in the jungle, or the rainforest. So these things are always additive. So let's see, the cattle gives you 1 food to this tile, normally 2 food, cattle gives 1. Cotton gives you 3 gold. You can always look this up in the Civilipedia. For example, I'm going to look up what does iron. What does iron give me? Oops, it's not iron. Iron gives me 1 science. Well, that's interesting. I thought it was production. So if this tile had an iron on it, it would have 2 food, 1 production. Yeah, so that's basically the gist of it. You can look this up in the Civilipedia, or you can look them up online. So the question is, how do we improve our tiles? How do we make our tiles better? And the answer to that is we can build improvements on them. And improving that is like you get a worker, you go to the round, and you go to here, and let's say I'm going to build a pasture. So in general, you can only build. There's 3 general. There's more than that, but in terms of affecting tile yield, you can build a farm pretty much anywhere. You can build mines on any hill, which gives production, and you can build I think called lumber mills in forests. It's not a very good tile. It's just not very good in general. So you can build but on bonus resources you can build special ones. For example, on cattle, on sheep, on horses, you can build something called a pasture. Pasture gives you +1 production. The thing about these improvements is that improvements scale over time. So improving a tile, it will be better. In late game, mines give +3 production, which is a ton of production. Pastures give +2 production and +1 food, which is also really, really good. There's also farms, which gives you a ton of food. There's plantations, which gives you mostly gold. There's camps that give you mostly gold. That's the gist of it. There's plantation. What am I missing? Anything important? I don't think I'm missing anything too important. Oh yeah, there's also quarries, which you can build on stuff like gypsum and marble and stone. There are also fishing boats. Yeah, fishing boats. Fishing boats, those are things in ocean tile. So another way you can improve your tile is by certain tiles is by having some buildings actually increase the yields of certain tiles in your city. So the watermill increases the food production of farms. Yeah, so that's the gist of what it. Okay, so I think that's the gist of what tiles give what. And now I think it's the time for a discussion of what makes something a good tile and whether or not I want to work it. So what is a good tile? I think a good tile is anything that gives more than 4 of food and production, and then gives something extra. So for example, like, is this cotton actually a good tile? Well, this has 5 things and this is 3 things. I don't think so, because I think in general 3 gold is equivalent to like 1 production. So I'd rather have a 2 food 2 production tile than a 2 food 3 gold tile. Even though you can use gold, but you can't use gold to buy everything. you can't use gold to buy everything, but you can use production to make everything. So this won't help you get wonders faster. This won't help you get districts faster, and it won't let you build a wall faster. So production is always pretty much always better. Oh, this thing also won't help you get projects better. Gold in this game is more of a like it's more like a special. It's like more like a bonus thing that you can use to make things come out a little bit faster. Like units or buildings, you can help you start off a new city a little bit faster. So yeah, that's basically my introduction of tiles and what tiles are good, what tiles are bad, how it's determined, how to determine why a tile has the yields it has. So I hope you found this informative, and I'll catch you guys next time.